everyone, this is Kasha. I'm feeling artsy and today we're going to learn how to draw overalls. I have already pre-drawn my figures just to save us some time. So I'm going to begin by sketching out the top. I'm gonna put it up here. Some overalls can be a lot lower, they can be higher, you know, whatever you want to do. They also come in different shapes. Mine is going to go straight down to the waistline, I guess. Maybe bulge a little bit. I'm gonna put a very large pocket on here, and again, these come in many different shapes too. I'm gonna make mine be big and in a shape like this. I'm also going to draw some extra lines to show the seam lines, because they usually put a bunch of seams on these pockets. And I'm gonna add a seam here. Sometimes there's like a pocket for a pen or whatever that is. The buttons will be here at the top, so I'm just gonna mark them with circles. From the buttons, we need to draw the hooks. So imagine it's going behind here, then it goes to the sides, and it kind of spreads out like this. Now my strap will be at an angle, that's why I'm drawing this at an angle. The strap will come to about here, because there's usually like a piece of metal here, and then it connects to the fabric. And then usually there's gonna be like an adjuster that, you know, can be here or on the shoulder or really low. And then I'm gonna want to draw some seam lines on my strap. This is really wide, but I guess I'm okay with that. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. So kind of gauge my strap to go at an angle like this. Add this hardware that connects the strap, the fabric, to the metal piece, and then add the adjuster here. So going down, they don't stick to the body, they're loose. I'm going to draw the waistline about here, and it's just like a strap, like a small rectangle. From the waistline, even though it's just seams, there's usually like a fly, so a shape like this. And then they don't usually sit at the crotch. If we want to draw them loose, they hang down. So another seam line, and they're gonna go down about here. And I'm gonna make them long, like to the ground. So they're gonna go around her foot. Here, there's going to be a pocket on both sides. There will be pockets. So to show them, we're gonna draw these angled lines, and again I'm gonna add some stitching, and then there's fabric that sticks out from the pocket, and they're gonna be hanging wide. They're gonna bulge here like a fold, and down to her foot, and another bulge, because they'll fold and go over her shoe here. So this is a fold. There's gonna be a fold here and a fold here, and then I'm gonna add a shoe on her foot. We'll refine this in a little bit. There will also be some folds here, some fabric, some extra fabric. And now this leg is turned out, so there will be some fabric here, and the pants will hang loose down her leg. And again, they're long, so they're going to the ground and over her shoe. And here they're hanging loose. They're a little folding on and pulling under the knee, and a big fold here because they're too long. And go over the shoe, and the shoes here. Maybe something like this. So now I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna outline my t-shirt, and I'm going to add a bunch of stitch lines everywhere here, just so to give it a little bit more realistic look. I'm also going to erase the body that's inside so we don't have so many lines and it's not so confusing. To extra line, I'm adding some extra lines to the buckles. I'm gonna thin this out a little bit and then add the stitch lines to the fabric. Now everywhere on the jean here, I'm gonna add additional stitch lines. I'm going to add belt loops, and that's just tiny little rectangles. There is a seam here on the inside of the pants, and I'm going to show it by drawing a line that's a little perforated. I think this leg is too thin. See how this looks like a lot of fabric and this doesn't? I'm gonna go here and make it bigger and erase these other lines. So on this one, let's draw overalls that are not buckled at the top. So I'll do something else. I'll begin at the bottom. I'm gonna begin with the waistline, make it wider than the body. I'm gonna draw belt buckles or loops, belt loops. Yeah, talk again. The fly. I'm gonna make these a little different. I'm gonna make them a little tighter, and I'm gonna make them be rolled up. So somewhere about here, these are the roll-ups, and they're kind of like rectangle, but the edges, the sides are not straight. And maybe this should be curved a little bit to show that they go around the leg. And then from inside of this, we're gonna have the pant leg fabric that these are more hugging. Maybe there's like a fold here around the knee, and this goes inside. There's gonna be a side seam here. Gonna make these a little bigger. Don't be afraid to use your erasers. I always say it, erasers are our friends. Gonna erase the body inside a little bit too. So fixing this leg, drawing the second pant leg. on this side we're gonna go like we're almost drawing, because it's gonna go up to the top. There's going to be a button or a rivet, and it's going to be on the shoulder, like this side. So we'll kind of draw the same thing. But then here, instead of going to the side, it's gonna fold down. And to draw this, I'm going to draw across like this. That's gonna be our fold. And then it's gonna fold down here, like so. And so this is the inside. So now the button's somewhere here, and can kind of indicate it a little bit. So we're gonna see the inside of this hardware, and it's going to be strapped in and going to the side of the body and somewhere to the bottom, and it needs to connect to this like this. There is a pocket here too, and it can be a little different shape than the last one. There is usually like a bunch of seams here. There's the back of the rivet. There are seams here. This is all folding right here. Okay, so to fix this a little bit, I'm gonna first erase the body. Then go back and go over this shirt a little bit. This one is a long sleeve. And then I'm gonna go over these overalls like I did here, and I'm going to outline them a little better and add a bunch of stitch lines. I'm gonna fix that. This doesn't connect, it goes to the back and it connects with the back, and it maybe is a little too wide. Okay, I think that's good enough. I think this gives you an idea of how to draw overalls. I hope you found this video helpful. Please make sure to give me thumbs up and come back to see me soon.